Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RuckU News. Not that I'm sensitive to the criticism on the site, but I'm here, I'm about to get my hair cut. This doctor has got to me. Only an Italian can talk about a porno. Adolfo. Now you're going to make me... what are you going to do with it? They're giving me a load of abuse.
Huh? No, listen, this guy looks amazing. This guy is, you know, so good looking that, you know, everything I do can't go wrong. Alright? So.
Okay. Some of you will have seen on the site already, or very soon, Zinzan in a pink jumper, which I think is a nice look. But also getting slightly heated about the derivation of his name. The origins of his name, Zinzan. It's Indian. It's not Italian. He tries to make out it's Italian. Zinzano, Valentino, Brucche. No. It's Indian. And I think summing it up for me really is, see this picture here? That is one ugly dog. Right? By the name of Zinzan. And it's beautiful, found on the net by my researcher, Berger. This is our new addition to a family. Isn't she gorgeous? No. Safe to say, no she's not. She's a wolfhound cross mastiff. She's a mongrel. Zinzan is a mongrel. How fucking appropriate is that? And she goes here. Yes, she is a little girl. And does have a boy's name. But Jay, obviously her partner, was insisted he got to name her. And then it was either the dog or our children. So I opted for the dog. Because, let's be honest, no one would be fucking stupid enough to name their children Zinzan. Even if they are mongrels. I love that. Anyway. The mongrel Zinzan now. Bit of debate on the site about Lions captain. Obviously, as a former Lions captain, as has been noted, a man who led them to their worst ever defeat in history, until Clyde Woodward balls it out by being even worse. That's me. I think it's... You got people talking about Ryan Jones, Brian O'Driscoll, Paul O'Connell. There's not really anyone else in the frame, and I still think it is way, way too early. We've got to see, you've got November tests, we've got the Six Nations. Got to see who's on form, who doesn't get injured, etc, etc, and you make a decision from there. So, much as it's great to debate, I think we're way off yet. Dowie on the site has obviously gone way too early, which I think is a common problem with Dowie. Eats well, she's very excitable, and you know, changes his trousers a lot during the day. See a little bit of news about McAllister. He's set to return home. He can't get used to cars on the road, that sort of stuff. But I just noticed these quotes from Graham Henry. Luke's overseas experience will be good for him as an individual, but I don't know if it'll make him a better rugby player. Ooh, you bitch, says Henry. There's no guarantee he'll return to the All Blacks. He has to be good enough to do that. Ooh, that's impressive. And then about the last year, it's been the hardest year in the job, with the failure at the tournament, followed by the loss of so many players, but choosing guys who move abroad will devalue New Zealand rugby, says Henry. Senior players who have given years of service may qualify for a sabbatical, like Dan Carter, and that suits both parties. Oh, that's good then. That's really clear, isn't it? That's really fair. And that really hasn't... You're not going to hang yourself with that, are you? How do you... Who quantifies whether he's a senior player? How many years of service do you have to give to the All Blacks before you can have a sabbatical? I think there's big problems there. Not very bright. Talking of not bright, I was thinking back to bright rugby players. And we might have done this one before, but there's two who I think are, you know, are up there with the not that bright category. There's Mark Reagan, who has only just finished playing for England, but bizarrely was around when I was captain, and he's not that bright. And it sort of really dawned on me how not bright he was when he joined the squad, had a few days and we were heading to training, team coach, get off the coach, and he's loitering near the door, and he says to me, "Will, could I have a word? A word? I think a word at a time was his limit." Anyway, he said, "Can I have a word?" I said, "Yeah, Mark, yeah, no problem, Ronnie." He said, you see, that is the problem. He said, "Why are the guys calling me Ronnie?" And I sort of looked at him, I said, "Well, Ronnie Regan." He went, "No, my name is Mark." And I sort of looked at him, I said, "Yeah, but Ronnie Regan." No, my name's Mark Regan. Mark. I looked at him, I said, "Yeah, but Mark, obviously you've heard of Ronnie, so they just thought they'd call you Ronnie Regan." "Who's Ronnie Regan? Who's Ronnie Regan? My name is Mark Regan." We left it at that. But the other one for me was Neil Jenkins. Known by the English, because we're not aloof, condescending in any shape or form, as the profiterole kid. Because in '91 when we played them, after dinner was going on pretty well, this is sad but true, they served profiteroles. And Rob Jones will confirm this, as he was sitting there. Profiteroles were served. He looks like, "Oh, what's that?" He looked at him and said, "What? Oh, what is that?" "It's a profiterole." "No." "Oh, what is it? Profiterole, is it?" "What? What is that? What's it? What is that?" "Well, it's a profiterole and it's got cream in it." "No! Cream in there? In there? Inside there?" And we were sort of, trying not to look at each other at this point. I said, yeah, there's cream in there." "No way, no. How do you get cream in there, then? Is there cream in there?" "Yeah, Neil, there's cream in there." "No! Are you up? It is! There's cream in there! Isn't it? Delvin, David, Garrett, Shipman! There's cream in there!" I've never seen anyone get so excited in the opening of a profiterole. But hey, there we go. Looking forward to it. Look, I'm spruced up, obviously, trying very hard. Cold's almost gone. So looking forward to the RuckU news thread to see, how I rate. Although I was slightly perturbed to see that Harry's boy admitted that he had a zebra print mankini, which possibly might come out at some point. Or he's come out, I'm not sure which. Although I have met Harry's boy, and he's now, he looks a lot healthier. I mean, he's quite a chubby guy now, healthy looking chubby guy. Because I think, to be fair, you look at him and think, when he was young, I'd met some of his family that, he wasn't the most attractive. In fact, he was fucking ugly. And he was so ugly that his mum decided to feed him by catapult. I think he's done remarkably well since. See you next week.